Okay, so it occurs to me that I should probably tell you, I've actually done an Off the Dome about this. I called it something like the Harrowing of Hell. And I recorded that as a primer to understanding this deeply, because at the time I had a Patreon audience that were paying me, and the two people who were paying me at the time just wanted to know what was in my head. Now, they didn't like it when I blogged and I shared my emotions, but they're men, they wouldn't. They're men who are afraid to let their wives and their mothers know they have feelings, so they hide them under other things. And good for them, I just can't do it, and so they're not subscribers anymore because they didn't like that. But they wanted to know what was in my head, so I was doing these series of Off the Domes of just what I was thinking about, and then everything that I knew in the subject of what I was thinking about. And so they asked me to do hell, because one of them was on his way and is now a minister, and the other is on his way and wants very badly to be in a cult of the new. So he's going to get really into the whole robot body stuff, and good for him. He wants to be a futurist, and good for him. I love both of them. I'm happy for both of them in the directions they're going in their lives. They don't want to be in mine, and that's fine. Point is, I should tell you that I've already talked about the Harrowing of Hell, which is where this series of videos that I'm going to be doing right now about the death cult and about glory, it starts there. Everything that I knew before I started researching this is there. So if you want an evolution, and that's why I'm doing these in the way I do them, is so you can see the evolution of how learning works, and how learning without destroying your worldview works, and how learning without destroying your worldview without also having ego deaths at every stage along the way works, because I finally figured out how to do that. And that's a big deal. It really is a big deal. But Hell of a Place took a really long time to evolve. And so that wild hunt of those ghosts that had died gloriously following around a goddess and fighting evil at night, it's a composite image of Jesus letting the dead out of hell, which he did do. Well, he didn't let all the dead out. He let the glorious dead out. So I don't want to talk about that. I do really want to talk about glory and how glory was for everyone. And so you could be among the glorious dead just for doing your role in society. That makes me think of Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots and how that still exists among highly successful feudal organizations. Organizations that understand a chain of command like a military. That's cult. And the ones who do their jobs, do your job. Look at how successful it can be. Look at how successful the Chiefs are using it right now. I'm thinking about Tom Brady calling that Lions game going, oh, just do your job. And a defensive player was out of position and Jaden Daniels got that first down in the third quarter or whenever it was. And so that means the people who had enough to spend were duty-bound and obligated, if they wanted a glorious death, to spend liberally. And that meant on artists and philosophers and public speakers and people like me. Liberally got you directly into heaven.